The exercise you're about to see is called 1990s PAILS and rails, and it's for external rotation of the hip. So you want to start off, have the leading leg at a 90-degree angle. The back leg, don't worry about it so much because we're working on external rotation first. So you put your hands down and you're going to, the hip crease, so you're trying to narrow the angle, make that as acute as possible. You're going to be leaning over, but what you don't want to do is you don't want to crunch over like so. You want to keep the tilt in the hip, and you want to reach right over. So you're coming right over, so you're narrowing that gap, that crease in the hip. Okay, so that's what it's all about. Then you want to feel the stretch in the outside of the hip and the outside of the glute. So there's a couple of ways of doing this here. So you can lean forward, and then you can lean over the leg. Just take about a minute or two until you find the sweet spot. I mean, everybody's going to be unique to this, so there's no like one rule for everybody. It's kind of whatever works for you best. Once you get that, then what we're going to do is we're going to work on our PAILS and rails. So PAILS is actively pushing down into the ground. So we're going to come here, we're feeling that stretch on the outside of the hip and the glute. We're trying to make an indent into the floor with our foot. And we're going to drive down and work hard. And as we push down, okay, we're making the isometric contraction. We're feeling a really, really heavy cramp and stretch in the outside of the hip and the glute. We're working down hard, about 80% effort, pushing down as hard as we can. Really, really drive that down. Focus hard. Push as hard as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So you repeat that 2 or 3 times, 15 seconds each, roughly. Then the opposite then is the rails. So a good way to remember it is the rails. So off the rails, so you're up and off. So again, leaning over to the side. Sometimes you might need to lean a wee bit more over to the side. And this time you're wanting to feel the stretch in the inside of the groin. So it's knee down, foot up. And again, it can take you a wee while to find it, but once you get it. So that's me now, I'm feeling it now. Okay, inside of the groin, leaning right over to the side. Coming up, hold it for 15 seconds, as hard as you can. Remember to keep breathing. And relax. So that is your external rotation, PAILS and rails.